நீங்கள் அங்கேயும் போய் சொல்கிறீங்க.
எடுத்துட்டேனே
எடுத்துட்டாரு
சார். அது இது இருக்கு சார், இப்போ ரெக்கார்டிங் ஆல்ரெடி இருக்கு சார். அதாவது அஃபெக்ட் ஆக போகுது சார்.
அடிச்சாரு.
அப்படியே எங்க போலீஸ் ஸ்டேஷன் பக்கத்துல எங்க இருக்கு?
இன்னும் இருக்கும் சார். ஈசிஆர்ல போயிட்டு
நல்லா சூப்பரா இருக்குல்ல இது.
Dr. Venkataraman.
Yes, sir. HOD office speak. Corporate. Sorry, speaking. HOD of Corporate Secretary. Madam, Professor Vanaja, HOD of Economics. Professor Lakshmi, Department of Economics. Current, madam.
Coffee.
1920.
Born in 1869.
புண்ணியா முன்னடி மனத்தை வலுவாக இருக்க வளர வேண்டும். இவ்வையகத்தை தொழுவாக இறங்கி இருந்த அருளை வாங்கி புரிவு செழுடி புனர்கங்கை செஞ்சடை மேல்வைக்க தீவண்ணனே. Good afternoon, everybody. Today is a very auspicious day in the history of our Dharmamurti Ravabhadru Kalavala Kananchati's Hindu College. For we have with us a holy person from the holiest town in the world for achieving this. A town that ensures salvation to all those who breathe their last there. The town is none other than Varanasi, and the holy person we have with us is Dr. Veerbhadra Mishra. And as you have seen in the posters, he is a man involved in depolluting river Ganga, which has been polluted by us, humanity, with both our sins as well as our human corpses and cadavers. Many of us down here in Tamil Nadu have little idea about what has happened to the river.
Veerbhadra Mishra, our beloved secretary, Sri M.V. Kananchati, learned colleagues, visitors, and my dear students. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you to our midst, a noble person, a great gentleman, and an eco-friendly personality, Dr. Veerbhadra Mishra. Sri Mishra ji has done his BSc in Civil and Municipal Engineering and MSc in Hydraulic Engineering and PhD in Civil Engineering. He is a specialist in Hydraulic Engineering, Water Resource Management, Surface and Subsurface Hydrology and Fluid Mechanics. He is Professor and Head, Retired Department of Civil Engineering, Banaras Hindu University, Varanasi, Fellow Institution of Engineers, India, Member International Secretary, staff, students, on my behalf, I
now request, please you can sit down. I now request Dr. Ushma Mahadevan to come over to the stage, showing any attention to him, to the hero. Now the hero in reply says, you don't need to worry about strangers, for that is the way of the people of Varanasi. Or in other words, it is only for the people of Varanasi to grieve at the problems of people who are complete strangers to them. That is what the song says. We happened to see the song and we translated it into English. So there is both the Tamil as well as the English version of the song. And on behalf of the Department of English, Dr. Ushma Mahadevan will present our chief guest with a poem. I need just a minute for the opening of the memento that has just arrived. Right. Now I request Dr. Ushma Mahadevan to put up with us for a minute so that we can open the memento. And the faith that epitomizes human respect for water. Right now the river is highly polluted. Millions of pilgrims visit the holy city of Varanasi every year to take a dip in Ganga and the famous ghats. Mishra ji is a passionate crusader for the environment. In love with the river, he reveres as his mother. Mishra ji lives in a house above Tulsi Ghat. His life intimately tied to the river. Mishra ji says, because I have scientific training, you would have heard our principal tell you that he is a specialist hydraulic engineering, surface and subsurface hydrology, fluid mechanism, and he is BSc in civil engineering, MSc in municipal engineering, and all that. You would have heard of his doctorate in civil engineering as well. So he says, because I have scientific training, I know what is happening to the river, to my mother. I have dedicated myself to Swachha Ganga project, propagating the literature of Sri Goswami Tulsidas Ji. In 1983, SMF launched the Swachha Ganga campaign, or what we call the Clean Ganges campaign, a public education program for raising awareness about the pollution of Ganga. In 1986, the Ganga Action Plan was launched by the government at Varanasi. Phase 1 Ganga Action Plan included construction of 3 sewage treatment plants, pumping stations, and electric crematorium at Varanasi. In 1992, Sankat Mohan Foundation and Friends of the Ganges (FOG) from United States of America organized an international conference on pollution control in river cities of India, a case study of Ganga at Varanasi at Tulsi Gap. Experts from US and Sweden also participated. In 1993, the Swachha Ganga Research Laboratory was established with the support of Swedish Society for Nature Conservation. In 1996, SMF proposed intercept of shears. This is a very important program by SMF. It proposed intercept of shears
and conviction and erudite scholar with abundant world wisdom and profound knowledge. He has undertaken the utmost uphill task single-handedly, and what little we fellow beings could do or help, we should do it voluntarily. The management, principal, staff and students deem it a very proud privilege for having participated on this memorable day when Pujya Sri Veerabhadra Mishra graced our institution and will be conferred with the title. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I request our principal to present a memento. This memento is a replica of Mahendra Varapallava's Gangadhara panel in the Lalitambara Puttarekara Griham on the rock fort at Tiruchirappalli. Now I request Rishi Authority in Literature. Next is
1958, from Venko there was an educational excursion, and we had come to Hyderabad, Mysore, Chennai, then it was known Madras. And after so many years, I have come today. This time, your college, I feel overwhelmed by Secretary Sri Unnaiya Chetty, Principal Rajendra Nayak, and my dear Jayaraman, who has been just writing to me for the last so many months to accept this program. I accepted right in the beginning, but my work probably lies in Varanasi, lies with Mother Ganga. Today when I came, or yesterday when I came to Chennai, the first thing I saw was your Kamaraj Airport. I was so happy that such a thing exists in our country. The domestic airport of Delhi, Bombay I have seen. I have not seen recently Calcutta, but I am sure they will not be having these facilities. This looks like the invaders of the last 1,000, 2,000 years or 1,500 years. And still, the essence remains, the faith remains, the commitment remains, but this grandeur is not there. Please, preserve this. You are such an important, say, modern life before you. You have all these things to experience. It's very essential for all of us, and especially for, I would say, for the world, that we become the messengers of what is best in our tradition. The East can give so much to the West. West also gives so much to us. There is an exchange going on, but this goal must be strong. If we are not strong, then it will be a unipolar globe, world, and diversity will be gone. It will not be a good place to live. God has given us heart for bhakti, for commitment, for faith, and mind for rational thinking. Both are required for us to live in this world. And today that same challenge is more than any time in the past. Only with faith and commitment we cannot live. This is what has been my experience living in Kashi, living in the temple of Lord Vishwanath, living in that holy, just born on that holy soil, lived all my life there, worked in a very noble institution, committed for a very, very good cause. And my whole life's experience is this, that both are required. Both, there has to be the technical faculty, the science, the rational faculty as a one line. Faith and commitment is another faculty. Both are like parallel lines. They don't meet. But the interface between this is our happiness, is our Gangaji, is our life stream. Without that commitment and faith, we will not be able to keep our rivers clean. Today the pressure of development is very, very great. Man has become selfish. We need commitment and faith. And it is commitment which makes us distinguished, which makes us great. Science science and technology being the tool, with only commitment and faith, you will not be able to manage your problems. We need rational thinking. So that is also required. Equally, maybe one bank is science and technology, and the other bank is commitment and faith. If one bank fails, the life stream will be scattered, the Ganges, the Mother Ganga will be scattered. This is the situation. I am very fortunate to be living on the banks of Gangaji, the Mother. 400 years ago, now all of us, or at least the pressure of development, the pressure of organization is pressuring our Mother so much that she may also decide to leave us at any point. I'm telling this is a very, very heavy heart. Means our practice is that our belief and according to our Agama and legal Siddhanta, both we are a diverse society. Think of any diversity that will be found in India. Diversity of faith. In philosophy, there are 6 arms. That's why in ancient times there is Stuti Avangali, Namami Gange, Tavapad Pankajam, Sura Surair Vandit Divya Rupam. Both the Sur and Asur, they used to do Vandana, worship of the lotus feet of the divine Mother Goddess Ganga. Namami Gange, Tavapad Pankajam, Sura Surair Vandit Divya Rupam. Bhuktincha muktincha ratasi nityam bhavanacharena sadadharana. According to our wish, she provides bhukti, the well-being in this world. And mukti, we know that this world is not sure. Everything we see has a finite time. Everything will decay, perish. So in this scheme of the God, which gives us happiness in the world and which grants us a way to merge with that infinite. There is a saying, those of you who know these words would be knowing, there is a saying that the river Ganga is a B-class river, fit for bathing. That is what the Central Pollution Control Board designates. And this is what the government of India and government of Japan and all those people are saying, that we have to make Ganga as a B-class river. We say that who are you to define lot of garbage, pollution and oil is added in the pond, in the river, will the fish live? The ponds are, they will die in the pond. So this is what is the situation. There are millions, I will say more than 1 billion people who have this kind of belief, faith in Ganga to a very degree, I would say. But there are direct users who cannot make the river. So whether the designated best use of this river, this divine river, and this one river at least, in India, has to be decided by Westerners and scientific standards. Tell me which river in the world is used like this, which is used for darshan, sparsh, snan, and Ashman, Pan. We carry water in our and offer it to our ship. From here, some of the dead bodies are also thrown. They are very visible and they come from the direct users. So this also is happening. But I have come to tell you that you have to have a priority in your life, prioritize your life. If you see the condition of Ganga, there are certain point sources from where the sewage and industrial pollution is flowing into the river. This is 95% of the problem in public health is of any consideration. And once, that is the essence of Vedas and Shastras, in the way, in a dialect which was clear to him and which kind of gave him happiness. So that is how he was living. But after his death, a tradition started, that is his residence at Tulsi Ghat, his temple, Hanumanji in the forest. All this today has become a religious institution and which is very, very important for Varanasi. And now I hear because when that unfortunate accident took place in the temple, Dinakandri, I think they published 4-page article. I was so touched. Sri Ram Jayan, and that 4-page article on that unfortunate accident which happened in the temple premises in March. So this temple is no even in south. So that is the capital cost, operational maintenance cost is less costly, but the government is going over. It is not sustainable. That is not good for our country. And I say that there is no solution which is universal. For example, when we were young engineers, we were told that with electrically driven sewage pumps in this city, in Chennai. But in Varanasi, the topography is such, and it is, I will say, most of the cities along with the topography is such that gravity interception is possible, no pumps are required. Something like this, so more than that, I would say that Manasa, Vata, Karmana, whatever you can do, along with your study, I would.
Individually and collectively and encouraging the people of Varanasi. And thank you for everything. Now the next program will be vote of thanks, and after the vote of thanks there will be the national anthem, and afterwards our chief guest will be walked to a place there to thank the faculty. This is part of a program begun by the head of the Department of History, Professor Dr. Venkataraman. Now, after this program, there will be a plantation. Those of you who are in that area can come to the program. That is, as soon as our chief guest walks down, he will take the other entrance there and he will plant the sapling. But right now, it is for me to propose the vote of thanks. First and foremost of all, I would like to thank our principal. He stood by all my dreams, fantasies. He backed me up in all that I used to do, and he kept encouraging me for every small, very perfect content of the program, because we have a very holy person coming all the way from north, that should be perfect discipline maintained. Our secretary was very much conscious of, sort of encouragement our students give. So he told me that always take care of what the students do, right? And I thank our secretary, and next to our secretary, the staff who has been in translating the citation, that is the certificate. Professor Lohanathan has the translation of the poem, and then I would also like to thank Sri Murugavel of the computer lab.
Oh,
ಓಕೆ.
The 14th happens to be Shankran. So 13th is the last day. 30 stanzas in praise of Lord Ranganath. That is Sri Ranganath. We have a canteen here. We have an extension counter there.
Here overseas.
It's an exclusive college station.
Yes. Name itself is.